Hi guys, Heather here. Hope everyone's doing well. So a viewer recently mentioned that he was observing nurses doing, I don't know what. Oh, doing a lot of texting. And this sparked the question of whether hospital personnel should be allowed to have personal cell phones with them while on the job. But the real question is, what person in their right mind wouldn't have their cell phone in their pocket or at least next to them at all times, right? But seriously, haven't you been to the gym and wondered how that person next to you can talk on the phone and get a good workout at the same time? Or, this is totally off topic, but how do people work out in sweatshirts? The other day I saw 3 people on the elliptical and the treadmill working out in sweatshirts, and I'm just wondering how they're doing that without passing out. Does anybody have an answer? Does anybody of you work out in sweatshirts? So if some people can't be without their phones for an hour, how's hospital staff supposed to be without their phones for 8 to 12 hours? Maybe if we're lucky enough, we can take a break and go check our phones and see if there's any emergencies. Like something unexpected could happen with the kids, or heck, maybe we just want to text our significant other and say hi. And of course this is a very legitimate question because there is a line that should not be crossed. I'm sure most hospital staff are courteous enough to keep their phone on silent and not answer in front of patients, right? But I guess I can't know that for sure. On the flip side, have you ever walked into a patient's room with like a handful of meds and you're like, hey, Mrs. So-and-so, here's your meds, and then the phone rings and they're like, oh, hey, Bob, and then they forget that you're like standing there with a handful of meds. During my days at Starbucks, some people could barely put down the phone to order. They'd be like, oh, really? Double vanilla latte. No way, I can't believe that. Blueberry muffin. So, what are you doing tonight? But I wasn't really offended because I know people are really attached to their phones, and I'm kind of wondering how we got along without them in the first place. Can you imagine that? Some of you are holding your phones right now and texting someone, aren't you? You know it's true. I remember when I was 18, my boyfriend at the time was trying to talk me into getting a cell phone, and I'm like, what do I need a cell phone for, so I can talk in the car? No thanks, I'm cool. Plus I didn't want to pay for the bill. So, back to the question of hospital staff using personal cell phones at work. Well, probably the best thing to do would be to just use it on your own time. Of course, you know, common sense, don't use it in front of patients, family members, or people who might tattle on you. I'm sure most of you do that anyways, but there are probably some people who would whip their cell phone out anywhere, and you never know, someone might be watching you. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. And have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.